What up? What's good, internet? This is Dallas, man, with TiC Network.com, and you are on the Double XP podcast. You just leveled up to 72. Now, you are, if you're hearing my voice right now, unfortunate enough to be here present at the episode that I'm hosting, which is crazy because I never even hosted like a group chat. I don't know why they let me do this today, man. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the squad. First, the most electrifying man on Mount Olympus and everybody's favorite half god, Demi God Reviews. What's up with it?
What's going on, everybody? It's been a long weekend, C2E2 weekend. Gaming week. I'm here to discuss and talk about some games and some important news for you guys. So let's get started.
Man, let's see who's next. Our resident looter shooter connoisseur and honorary black at Xbox, the homie Meek. Halo to the king.
What? That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. I don't even know what to say. I put a lot of thought into that one. What's up, everybody? It's been a crazy week for good movies coming out, the games being announced. So yeah, let's get into these topics.
Man, now this next one is the one you want to be nice to. It's the one voted most likely to be on your ass like a tan line. But she's also living proof that PC gamers can walk. This is the homie Hugger, Floor Hugger.
Oh my god. Those intros. Oh, perfect. Hey guys, it's me, Floor Hugger. I don't think I can ever top an intro like that. I'm glad to be back for this week's show.
Hey y'all, what do Heavenly Sword and Order 1886 have in common? They both as short as this man's fuse. The homie, the OG.
Yeah.
He paid me in T2K.
Yo, my man's put in work, bro, for these intros. But what's going on, people? Fam Entertainment for TiC Network.com. And thank you guys for rocking with us once again. I'm enjoying handing out the reins to these people, man. Dallas, I feel this show's going to be fire. And I'm so glad you brought up Blacks at Xbox because we defo got to talk about these Negroes.
Oh, man, God. All I got to say about that one, though, like, it could have been so easily. This is the most simple solution in the world. Just take the S off. I can deal with black at Xbox. That's dope. That's cool.
It's the S.
The S, just these dang blacks. That's how I make it. Gosh darn black.
Yes, well, they're introducing our blacks at Xbox. Like, oh no, what are you doing?
I had to stop and look. I was like, did somebody not read this thoroughly?
I thought somebody photoshopped it at first. I was like, wait a minute, it's just like an Xbox.
You saw them working, like somebody was lifting something. I'm like, oh, and they working. Like, these are our blacks. We got them working out here. Like, come on, bro.
You know,
the part that was our like, blacks work over here.
Yeah, is the little DAP sign within the Xbox symbol. I was like, oh no.
The only thing they needed was the picture from the dude from Good Times with his hand up and his lips poked out. It's the only thing they needed to fit that picture.
Give me a high five.
Like, jeez, yes, master. Man. Jeez.
Oh snap!
That's the company missing the mark completely.
We're not that mad. We're not mad at y'all. It's just funny. It's just funny. Make fun of. Just don't do nothing like that again, or we'll roast you off the internet. But go ahead.
All
right, then I'll go ahead.
To say something and change their mind.
While we're talking about stuff that gets roasted off the internet, PlayStation tried his hand at the whole Nintendo Direct style presentation thing with their state of play. Now, I kind of think it's dope that shut up. I kind of think it's dope though that VR is still actually getting some PSVR still getting some love and support and all that good stuff. And I have to be the one to say that because ain't nobody gonna say it because we already know what this is about to turn into as soon as I let y'all loose. Y'all hear I can hear the dogs coming.
About to be some slander.
God dang, but y'all just be easy because gosh darn it, son. Y'all complain when they wasn't going to Nintendo Direct. Y'all complaining when they did go ahead and throw you a bone and say something. And now I'm complaining that y'all complaining. So go ahead. What y'all think?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. No, go ahead. No.
I have a lot to say, so go ahead.
No, leave him to last.
For me, I'm just gonna be honest, bro. I expect a little bit more. I didn't expect for them to give us, Last of Us 2 release date. I know a lot of people, they're not saying it now, but I was screen grabbing like a mofos was hyped talking about, oh yeah, they're gonna talk about Ghost of Tsushima and all this other nonsense left and right. And what did we get? A bunch of VR games. Now, if I got a PSVR. I ain't played the Joker since the month after I bought it. But some of them games, I'm just like, and people are like, oh man, Iron Man VR, bruh. That game look like a nut. That game looks like 47 other VR shooters. It looks like 47 other VR shooters with Iron Man. That's the only difference. It's just Iron Man plastered on any other VR shooter out there. It wasn't nothing impressive. It wasn't nothing to be shown. Now that one game was it Blood and
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That VR game looks legit.
What
was it? I'm sorry.
Blood and Truth.
Blood and Truth. Because there reminds me. I don't know if y'all got VR Worlds. There's a game in VR World that reminds me of that game. And so I'm all
you
for
talking
that.
about the bank heist?
Yeah.
Yes, that game that was lit, bro.
Because the title sounded like a Michael J. White movie.
That was the best part of my VR all day that I've had so far. But this Iron Man game, like, people stop. Like, I know we're supposed to be battling and I got these exclusives, but that game is a basic VR shooter game with Iron Man in it. That's all it is. I think people shouldn't have been as hype as they was, but people were. It was what I thought it was, except for way more VR than what I expected. I expected some smaller title release dates, but for the folks who was looking for Last of Us 2 and all that stuff, congratulations. You played yourself.
I don't know. It was dope. I feel like it was a little pointless just because you didn't need to come out and say anything. People gonna complain if you do, complain if you don't. But I mean, you could have said, "Hey, look, it's gonna be real VR heavy. We're about to show y'all a lot of dope VR stuff, and here's a little extra for what's the name of this game? Days Gone." I didn't need to be convinced anymore about Days Gone. After getting my hands on it at PAX, I'm already down.
Good on that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is gonna be Sony's like move away from E3, you gotta start it off with a banger. You gotta give us some good stuff. You can't give us all the stuff that you would put at the end of your presentation at E3. Like, if you really want to move away from E3, you gotta stand out and not just make it people wondering, why are we watching this? Why am I spending my time watching this?
And don't get me wrong, I'm happy they supporting VR, right? You put a peripheral out there, it's dope that they supporting it. I give them all the credit in the world for that. But don't give us a show dedicated to VR, because that's such a small portion of your gamer base. They sold 4.2 million. Shut up. That's a small portion of the gamers, bro. Like, don't give us a show dedicated to VR.
I agree.
I think a lot of y'all forgetting that this is the first episode too, though. So they aren't just gonna kick off the first episode. I'm
sorry. We didn't give Xbox that slack for the first Inside Xbox. I don't want to hear it.
Right, yeah. People are saying like, "Oh, it's the first show," but that's where you should hit the hardest, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should make this is a show you need to watch.
I hear you guys, but at the same time, like, I didn't give Xbox London for the first show either, so I'm looking at it like, okay, it's the first episode. Everything can pick up. I personally think it's better than Inside Xbox with the way they presented things. You didn't do too much.
I agree.
You rapidly fired everything off as best as you could. Here's a promo for certain games. Here's the release date.
See, the thing about Inside Xbox is oh man, I can't even, that's even worse. It's like they talk about everything. I feel like they talk about Sea of Thieves and State of Decay every show. Every show since they came out, I haven't really seen much new that they've announced. But then they start talking about controllers and then like stuff that, community event. Like, it's just, I feel like the focus isn't on games, and I will give the State of Play. It was literally, like you guys said, it was just game after game after game. Even though I don't care about VR games. VR games don't, like, I can't find one that even remotely looked interesting to me.
Need
the format itself was good.
I mean, the format
that show did not deserve like to be the live streamed, and because they hyped it up. They did. I don't care what nobody says. They pushed it out there like it
up more.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
the community hyped it up more than the actual like.
My thing is I had low expectations for the show, and somehow it actually turned out even worse. Like, show the VR games. I'm not just. Let me finish. They like the VR games. I know they have to, kind of show them, which is fine, I guess. But I personally, like I said, don't care about the VR games. I wouldn't have. I did like the what is it? The Concrete Genie. I do like that they showed a little bit more of that, and then they showed Days Gone, so that was good. But I don't know, man. Just tease something. I mean, they have all these bangers that are just ready to go.
Here's the thing. And I don't want anybody to get what I'm about to say completely twisted. Don't twist. I don't want nobody to twist my words. Sony has had an amazing gen. They killed it with the PS4. They've had the best games this gen. They have killed it all generation. But this show was proof that they are gassed. What they have out, what they've shown, that is it. We're not getting to hear nothing else to PS5. And this show and not going to E3 is evident. They gassed. That's it. They've had, and that's not a knock. They've shown some amazing titles. They got some Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima coming up, Dreams, Concrete Gen. They got some great games coming up, but they have nothing else to show. And State of Play was proof of that. They're gassed. That's it.
I kind of think we didn't need State of Play to begin with, unless you just wanted to talk about VR. Cool, whatever. But we didn't need State of Play to begin with. Just chill. Just you don't have to say nothing. Don't worry about what nobody's caring about that you're doing. When you get ready to release a game, then talk about it and keep it moving for the rest of the gen until PS5, and then we can talk about Last of Us 2 remastered.
That's coming. Defo, that's coming.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I just I really think that I'm hoping like closer to E3 times they're not going to be there. I kind of hope that we don't get another one of these shows where it's very just boring. Like, even though they're not going to be at E3, I really think that would be like the time to kind of say like we're still in this by maybe announcing like a release date for one of the big games.
If they have a PS6 this year, I doubt we could have the State of Play this year.
No. Well, State of Play is supposed to be like an ongoing thing.
Well, like every 3-4 months?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think they actually went over. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think it's going to be like every month. But Xbox. Honestly, if they did Inside Xbox, it would be terrible because, like you said, they pretty much laid their hand out. What they're going to be showing. So I can't take another VR show. So.
The only VR
I think what they should do is they should have one around E3 time, and then drop like a release date, maybe like a new gameplay trailer of The Last of Us with a release date.
I think they will. The only VR game I was sold on was that Five Nights at Freddy's. Honestly,
yo, that's gonna be dope.
That looked fun, and that's just because I'm a horror fanatic. But I'm gonna be real: the Iron Man VR game, while it's cool in theory, I think it'll get kind of old really fast.
Oh yeah,
basic VR shooter,
like Fame said.
It would need
I'm
to be
totally glad. Yeah, I'm totally glad they're supporting the peripherals because they pretty much tanked the Move after it came out. Glad they're supporting it, but I don't need a whole show dedicated to it. Now, if you're gonna go on the State of Play and announce a new handheld console or something, now that will get me watching every single State of Play.
Yeah, another Vita. I don't care what nobody says.
To me,
I enjoyed the Vita.
At this point, when it comes to Sony, unless we know they're talking about the hitters, is for the rest of the generation, it's donezo. Like when PSX come around, we know we're probably gonna hear about the PS5. When we get closer to release, like I don't think Last of Us 2 coming this year. Death Stranding not coming this year. I
think The Last of Us is coming this year?
I don't. I feel like it's gonna drop in February of next year.
One of them has to release this year. There's no way that Sony's gonna go this entire year with just Days Gone.
Days Gone.
That's crazy.
It's Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I can see that. I just honestly, and I'm gonna be real. I think The Last of Us should just be completely pushed back until the PS5 release. I'm gonna be honest because and as from somebody who's extremely hyped, looking forward to that game, I don't want to buy it on PS4. Just have to buy it again or remastered version on PS5. I wish they just would have just pushed the game back and made it a PS5. Kind of like what Microsoft was doing with Halo Infinite. That ain't dropping until the new Xbox drop. Sony should do that with the PS5. They got other games dropping. Wait.
The Halo Infinite is dropping on these consoles. You know that, right? They did confirm that.
Man, that joint gonna release with the next Xbox. 2020.
I mean, it might, but
That's what
they
I'm saying.
did confirm it was going to release on the Xbox One and the PC.
Yeah, I get that. I know it's gonna drop there, but it won't drop until the next Xbox. So that's telling me if I'm buying the Xbox next gen, I'm gonna buy it to play on that Xbox. I'm not gonna buy it to play on this Xbox.
Yeah.
So to me, I think the Last of Us 2, Last of Us 2 should have been a PS5 release, and that thing would have sold. It's gonna sell like crazy to begin with, but when you got a new console, we all know the beginning of this generation is always dry as all get out. We all know this to be true. That would have completely killed that narrative, and the PS5 would have been the hottest thing off the shelf day one.
God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to say in the comments, I think we got a $2 donation. Not 100% sure.
Oh,
Can you see that, Fame?
I need to move over, and I apologize for the donation. I need to switch over, honestly. I did the new format, and it kind of jacked some stuff up, so I'm not able to see. I need to switch over. So, Hugger, if you're in the chat, if you could take a look at the chat and take a look at that, I'd appreciate it. I apologize. Okay. This new format, some of the stuff is still kind of broken.
But shout out to you, man.
Gave
We
us
appreciate
$2. Says State of Play was overhyped due to people's expectations. Came with the donation.
I think some people are too worried about it being the inside Xbox and Nintendo Direct killer, and they couldn't temper their expectations and part of that's because there's no E3. So they're like, all right, this is our show, let's get it. And it blew up in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Side note, I ain't showed y'all no love all show. What up, chat? Man, what's up with y'all? Thank y'all for rocking with us. J-Dub, what's up? What's happening with you?
Look at the host finally acknowledging the chat. Good job, sir. I'm playing.
Looking boy.
My man Ravish has been in there doing this thing.
It's just crazy. We so used to y'all not
couldn't temper their expectations because
we don't
love y'all.
It's the struggle of a bi-weekly show. At some point, we're gonna have to go weekly.
Yeah,
there's more news. Because look at when we summertime after E3, we were like scraping by for topics.
Scraping.
I think this time
I'm
of year
to just talk trash with y'all. So
I'm sure I feel like this time of year plus headed into E3, we might need to go weekly. I'm just putting it out there, live. I'm putting it
Tell
out
us
there.
what you think. Comments.
How you do, y'all. Yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think. Would y'all listen to us rant about nonsense every week?
Going every other. I think people forget about us going every other week.
And we're gonna come back and check the chat. We're gonna come back and check the chat again in a minute, but I actually got a little game session confession for y'all. And I probably had a similar conversation with y'all this time last year and completely forgot about it. But Borderlands has been in my backlog for I don't know how long. I've been meaning to go back and touch these games. I've been having the Handsome Collection sitting in the bag for I don't know how long and just like neglected it until I saw.
I'm gonna give a little confession as well.
Wait, is it actually sitting in the bathroom?
No, sitting in the bag. Nah, sitting in the bag. Sitting in the bag.
Oh,
I prefer Borderlands 2 over Borderlands 1 any day.
So would y'all suggest I just play them in order that they released? Is there a particular order I should be playing them in? Yes. Is there any I can?
But you
can skip the pre-sequel, honestly, because it's
yeah.
100%. If anybody in the chat or if anybody on the panel has not played Borderlands, I highly recommend. Don't let games like Anthem scare you away or Destiny or nothing like that. Don't let them scare you away. Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 are phenomenal shooters. Will get you out of it 100%.
Fact.
Don't think about anything Gearbox has done. Like, if you have bad history with Gearbox or Take-Two, if you're going back to Colonial Space Marines, don't think about that. Go play Borderlands. These are amazing games. Except for the pre-sequel. You can skip that.
Was trash,
yes.
bro.
That pre-sequel was terrible. I don't know why they handed that off to whatever Gearbox. It was a Gearbox Australia or something like that. That was awful.
Like I think I played maybe an hour of the pre-sequel and I was like done. So
if I play 1 and 2, I'm automatically ready for 3.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you already.
definitely.
Already, I'm done.
I would recommend the
some of
DLC. The DLC for but all games are fantastic, but it's not necessary. But
I
I
mean,
would still recommend it.
if you hop, for anybody out there who hasn't played them, if you're hopping into Battlefield 3, you probably won't be missing anything because they'll probably do like a continuation or the story will be different. We don't know yet, but you should play them. It's like any long-standing game series. If you go play an Assassin's Creed and you go play the first one, or you play the newest one, it's going to be confusing because there's going to be so much lore that's already there.
Battlefield.
Are we talking about Borderlands, or are we talking about Battlefield?
Assassin's Creed. I'm all over the place.
Now, here's something I do think you guys need to do. So we talked about the leaks that came out on 4chan, or we talked about those leaks on what may or may not happen, right? But one of the things I thought was dope is part of the leaks they talked about how Reese is in the game. AI Handsome Jack is supposed to be in the game. So, like, one game I do recommend you playing, especially if these leaks are true, is the Telltale Borderlands game. Because you're going to get a lot of back information that if these people like Reese, you won't understand who Reese is, why he's in power. You won't understand who he is unless you play the Telltale Borderlands games. That's why I'm praying to God that's true, because that's one of my favorite Telltale games was the Borderlands game. So if the leaks are true, these rumors are true, that's dope. And that's the game I would advise you to play, Dallas. Along with 1 and 2 is the Borderlands Telltale game.
Especially if the Children of Hyperion is in that league too, because they were talking about that also.
Yeah.
I was looking at that picture.
I have a question for. I posted up on Twitter. I have it for the panel and for the chat. So for my Borderlands fans and just people in general that are playing Borderlands, who is your favorite Vault Hunter, and who is your favorite NPC, as in person you haven't Well, I mean, I guess Claptrap still counts as well, even though you were able to play as them in a pre-sequel. But who is your favorite Vault Hunter between 1 and 2, and then who is your favorite NPC character from the Borderlands universe?
Oh, that's difficult.
Well, I already replied to you on Twitter, so you know mine. My favorite Vault Hunter is Maya, and of course my favorite character is Tiny Tina, because she's outrageous.
She's you.
She is me.
I will say definitely the NPC. You can't go wrong with Tiny. I love Tiny Tina, right? You can't go wrong with Tiny Tina. But as far as my character, I've been wavering back and forth between Zero and Mordecai, but I'm gonna go with Mordecai, bro.
Mordecai
was that dude, and what they did to my man's bird and 2 pissed me off.
Oh,
I was heated.
Hey man, spoilers.
Oh my bad.
That was ridiculous.
I was heated what they did to my man's and 2, bro. I was mad, but Zero was super dope. I love the assassin. I love how he doesn't speak very much. His face you can't see, but the things kind of change across his face, the digits or whatever. But Mordecai's that dude, bro. Like, he's that guy. And then, like you said, Tiny Tina is hilarious. You can't go wrong with Tiny Tina.
The disrespect for obviously the strongest siren in the Borderlands universe, Lilith, is heavy in this panel right now.
Whoa, time out. You know what? I take back what I said. As much as I love Tiny Tina, and I do love her, I had a brain fart. Because Handsome Jack is the GOAT.
I was about to say, boy, Handsome Jack. We talked
Jack
about this last show.
GOAT. GOAT. Ain't nobody going harder than Handsome Jack, bro.
Although, if we're gonna be real, everybody's gonna say Mad Moxie because,
Oh, because titties, right?
Because titties.
Because polygon titties.
That's what
them ain't polygon titties for sure.
Yo, when Jessica Negri did the cosplay of her, I was just like, yep, I'm completely fine with this. Mad Moxie, though. But Tiny Tina is my favorite. Mad Moxie she's up there with my Lara Croft ladies of polygon titty fandom. And Bayonetta.
Also, the Necromancer was a very, very excellent character.
Bro, she was a dope character, bro. Like, if you played your cards right, like the sidekick, I forgot his name. If you play right, he never goes away. Keep him out the whole time, bro.
I'm a basic guy, so I'm gonna just say the Gunzerker because I like violence.
Gunzerker,
Okay,
that's a good choice. Good choice.
Can't go wrong with violence.
Shout out to
We
the
are
chat
milking that
earlier.
product.
My man Macaval say Handsome Jack is one of the greatest villains ever, and also he told us to go weekly.
Hey, shout out Crunk Girl.
One of the greatest villains ever. I mean, he's cool.
Whoa, Demi.
I think he's one of the most charismatic villains ever.
And you love him more. I loved him more, and with the Telltale game made me like him even more.
Yeah.
I feel like Telltale's version of him was much better than the actual Borderlands version.
Yes.
Yep.
He been my guy. Like, I've always liked him as an NPC character villain, but playing the Telltale game made me really interested in him a lot more. Which is why he's, no matter how I change the format of the show, no matter how I change the format of the show, Handsome Jack will always be part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
It goes along with the theme because we all like evil and charismatic at the same damn time.
Like,
Speak for yourself.
I would love to play
evil though.
He was one of those villains that you love to hate. Like every time he like come over and just completely degrade you but make you laugh at the same time. It was
I want to play as him. It would be so dope if you could play as Handsome Jack.
That would be cool, but I don't think they do it.
Nah, they won't. It'd be dope.
Are we keeping somebody up?
Oh, my bad.
Did I?
My man didn't mute his mic or nothing.
Did I disturb
you?
He was like, "Oh, podcasting with these blacks. Let me
here we go.
With these blacks at Xbox. Let me
these blacks TiC. Oh boy.
Chill, G.
Y'all went more. Speaking of chilling,
I'm gonna get so many bad things left in my Twitter feed after that one.
Oh yeah,
we got your back.
Cal gonna hit me up personally.
Oh, you said this?
It's okay. You're out white at 2 XP, so it's all good.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Hello guys, this is our white. And he said 2 XP.
Yeah.
I got like
token white at TiC. Oh lord.
Yeah, like white controller with a thumbs up, like just doing that.
Well, gee Willikers, how are you, guy?
Like his heels clapping together on the controller.
Wow. Bad, me. We love you, bro.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
As long as we bigger and stronger than them, we'll be somebody.
I'm getting them off his best.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh no, it was just a black Xbox thing. I mean, kind of furious this weekend. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I was strongly upset about it.
Also, anybody who's on PC in the Windows, as much as I hate it, the Windows Store, some Telltale games are free right now, especially first episodes. So if you want to hop on those and then decide if you want to buy the rest, like Game of Thrones, Batman, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Minecraft, I think, and maybe The Walking Dead are free right now.
And that Batman is fire, by the way.
Batman.
Batman was their best, actually, like their best Telltale. Well, not their best. I'll take that back.
Whoa, hey, come on now.
Among the best.
Wolf Among Us is their best.
I haven't actually played that one.
I'm still hurt by Wolf Among Us.
I'm still hurt. We can't even
Don't set me up for a second game and then don't give me a second game.
I'd say Wolf Among Us, then like Batman, and then personally Game of Thrones. It was
Game of Thrones did make
you
feel like, it made you feel like you in the show.
I really had to think like playing that game. And I'm not trying to think. I'm trying to make bad decisions.
You got to make decisions for the good of your house, man. You got to make sure your house is good.
Iron over ice.
So unrelated to the Telltale and the Borderlands news, we also got a story trailer, of Wolfenstein Youngblood, which looked fantastic. If anybody else is
gosh darn dang right. I wasn't
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
the-
hyped for
the
that
music.
music, but I wasn't
I
all
love
that
the
hyped for
aesthetic.
that,
Oh,
but
it's so good.
I'm down now.
the cyberpunk aesthetic got me, and I'm like, yes, already, take my money.
Yeah. Yep. I finding like single player shooters, like FPS games with like solid stories nowadays is such a rare thing to see.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
a
'cause
lot of
EA
games,
said we
like,
don't need single player.
well, EA are dumbasses. So sorry, Cal.
Wait, we can't
But
say
yeah, I well, I don't
No,
know.
y'all good. Keep y'all good.
But just if like I said, if anybody, just like I recommended Borderlands, if anybody like generally enjoys like an old school FPS shooter with like a really good story, definitely play the Wolfenstein games. They're dirt cheap.
You can
Just-
even get
Fighting
the
too was
MS-DOS ones for
painful,
free.
man.
Yeah, they
That
are
final fight was
extremely
painful, man.
stories.
Yeah, they're ones that have aged well and continue to age well. There's
Yeah.
so many. If you want to play like the original MS-DOS ones, you can get them for free, and there's so many mods available for it. And the new ones are amazing. I know some people that don't like them, but I think they're strange for that.
Speaking
say
of
too,
Wolfenstein, guess what else has been sitting in my backlog forever?
Please don't tell me Wolfenstein sitting in your backlog.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
come
man.
on, bro.
Hell, are you really gaming right now? Like,
I'll make it my business. I'll make it my business to get through.
You have to play the first Wolfenstein. Then you have to play the Old Blood. Then you got to play 2.
And I got
Look,
I got
at the
Wolfenstein
very-
in
at
the
the
old
very
blood here. I just haven't I
play
haven't
New
messed with
Order
it.
and play New Colossus. You don't necessarily have to play Old Blood because it's just a prequel, but it definitely it's still a really good game, and it does fill in like some stories, but it's not crucial. I will say, like, a lot of people are like,
I just recommend it because it's good.
Yeah.
yes,
But I get really into stories. So I go deep into it.
Old Blood if you can, then play New Colossus, and then play Young Bloods when it comes out.
If you're gonna
July.
do it, you gotta do it.
Yeah,
And
you gotta.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it my
Colossus
business to get through Borderlands 1 and 2 before Borderlands 3 hit. And
New Colossus had some really crucial boss fights, man. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
It made you think like, okay, how am I gonna survive this time?
Scream.
And New Colossus, I will say, has one of the most, if not the most, satisfying endings to a video game I have ever experienced.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
It's one of those ones. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody in case you guys haven't played it. It's one of those. I explained this to my friend before he laughed. He said, "I actually RP walked to the final part of the boss, or not the boss, but the ending scene, like the ending part of the game, because there was so much like build up that it was finally able to just have that conclusion. And when you guys get to that part, you'll understand. But like it's on another level. I highly recommend the Wolfenstein games.
I give it one of those moments where it's like it has one of my favorite shooting segments in any game, even up there with like Max Payne 3, the courthouse scene.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god,
Yeah.
that is such a good moment.
Yes.
Like, it's a
do
good
we know
game.
when Youngblood releases?
July 6th, I believe. July something. I know it's in July, so you have time.
You have plenty of time. Those games aren't that long, but they're really satisfying. And when you get to the courthouse scene in 2,
I'd say they're still for the type of game they are. They're pretty long, at least 10 plus hours.
Yeah, because now that
depending on the
difficulty,
difficulty,
right up there with Doom.
Even on, I believe I played on one above normal, and it was there was some segments that were pretty rough. So
Yeah, I'm gonna make it my business to get through those games.
Yeah, it's one of those you just gotta.
As long
Like,
as I have the time.
and you love lore too, so you're gonna be all up in there.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
When you hit that courthouse scene, you know exactly what we're talking about.
mm-hmm.
There'll be some times where you just gotta put the controller down and be like, "Damn, that was good."
Since one of those games is gonna have me waking people up in the middle of the night, like yelling, like "What the?" Yeah.
Maybe.
Possibly. I was like,
Oh,
that
Macavall in the comments says, "Don't feel bad about in relation to you with Wolfenstein. He only played an hour of The Witcher 3."
Ooh. And I feel like y'all feel listening to me talk about Borderlands and talk about Wolfenstein, hearing people say that about Witcher 3.
It makes me cry that people haven't played it.
Like, I mean,
like a lot of people, I think what a lot of people do, and I'm not like pointing fingers at anybody. I think a lot of people that when they see a game gets a lot of praise, do they try to distance themselves from it because they think like, oh, it's just another this games. But there's a lot of games out there that deserve all the praise that they get. Wolfenstein games, Witcher, Borderlands, all of those games deserve all the praise that they get.
And y'all know, if we don't like a game, we'll rip it apart. So if we're talking about it with love, we love it. We really do.
Yeah, we don't do that thing here. Even Fallout 76, as much as I'm a Fallout fan, I know that game is awful.
I just started Fallout 76 also.
I got through it because I genuinely and really enjoy Fallout. But
speaking of Fallout 76 and like all Bethesda titles, they're now being released on Steam, which it was only available on their launchers before. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm surprised they didn't go with the Epic Games route.
I thought they were going to. But they had their own launcher.
In a they probably need all the help they can get.
Yeah.
Their launcher's a hot mess.
They're probably also going to start giving out review copies.
Are not all that great, but Bethesda as publisher are very good.
Also, sorry, Bethesda news. Anybody who wants, they're doing their anniversary thing. So every anniversary they give away a game. Right now they're giving away Morrowind for free on their site. So if you want to pick that up, which in my opinion is probably the best Elder Scrolls game, go pick up some free Morrowind from their site.
I hate Morrowind, but I'm gonna have to pick it up.
For me, it's the best vanilla. Yes. Best vanilla game, Skyrim has the best mods, but best vanilla game is Morrowind. Oblivion is the funniest, though.
Oblivion is just the most randomness if you think about
it. It really is. Love that game, though.
So what's next on the topic list, sir?
Next on the topic list, sir, is you and your visit to C2E2. I saw you over there with some more blacks.
All right. No.
Oh my god.
All right. So C2E2 is Chicago's Comic-Con, Comic and Entertainment Expo. Really fun, really great. This is my second time going. I missed out a couple of years past when I was like really busy with work and school and stuff. But now I finally have ways and means to get there, and I really had a good time. I met up with my mom brother and Persona and Leash, and we had like a really killer time. There was a lot of stuff going down, like a lot of great cosplays. It was a guy dressed up as Deadpool with the sign that said "God hates Wolverine." Probably one of my favorite cosplays up there.
Man, you know what? Deadpool cosplays are always the favorites.
Yeah, between that one, the Captain Pool, which was like Captain America's get up with Deadpool inspired by it. That one was great. The guy, some guy was cosplaying as Jason right at the entrance, and he was just breathing pretty heavily. And like he had limited movement, but he was selling it. It was phenomenal. There was a lot of tournaments going on there down there. Dragon Ball FighterZ gameplay. Street Fighter was getting really packed. So was Tekken. Sadly, no Mortal Kombat or Injustice though. A little bit disappointed about that. It was a really killer time. I met CM Punk. He's a really cool dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Is he a nice guy, like in real life?
He's a nice guy.
Because I feel so bad for him.
He looked really tired, and I was like, "Yo, I know you're tired, but I just want to get a picture, bro. I'm my favorite wrestler." And he laughed. We chopped it up for a minute, and he was actually really cool. I sadly did not get to meet Kenny Omega.
Oh.
The line for Kenny Omega was really long.
Oh, okay.
And the Young Bucks were up there. You know what was also up there, like weirdly enough? Eric Bischoff, for some reason.
Really?
Why?
Kind of random.
Just
randomly up there. That is kind of random.
Like he was there taking photos for $20. I'm like, I'm not paying Eric Bischoff.
Hell no. He must be broke.
I'm like, I'm not paying Eric Bischoff $20 for photos. Also, DMC was up there from DMC.
Oh,
that's
that's dope.
also random, but that's dope too.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
comics. I didn't know that.
What? I
Yeah,
need to look into that actually.
Billy Yost was up there. Paul Rudd was up there.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
That's dope as hell.
I like
But
Paul Rudd.
guess how much he was charging for photos?
Why
Oh,
they
no.
charging for photos?
Guess how much?
Free.
Yeah. No.
$50.
Guess. $170.
Uh,
Fuck him and Ant-Man.
Hey.
Oh, my bad.
I said, Paul Rudd, listen, bro, I like you.
My bad.
I believe this theory that you're gonna bathe in hot sauce and run up in Thanos, but
man,
it ain't that deep for me to pay $170.
Bro, how much money they make and they charging for pictures?
Getting the Marvel movie. Dang.
Stop,
I was saying
bro.
Giant Man.
Bro, the
You know
wrestlers were even like cooler than like most of the people that were there.
Like, I love the people that come in, like the celebrities that just show up and it's just like, hey, I'm here. What's up?
170, you know, you charging more than Stan Lee, bro.
you should have like, man, look, I love Ant-Man. I love what you done with the Marvel Universe, but you ain't no Cap, all right? So, no.
Nah, if it was Chris Evans,
No
I
cap.
probably would've paid money,
If
bro.
it's on no cap.
You think you Iron Man, G? Get out of here.
Now,
Right,
Scarlett
you
Johansson
ain't
can
Tony.
take my money.
Steve, all right? You just little, all right?
Nah,
That's all you
if it was Robert Downey and Chris Evans, I probably would have paid that money, like without even questioning it.
Or if it was
probably-
old
it's
girl,
like-
Black Widow. What's her name?
Now you know.
Scarlett.
Scarlett
You
Johansson.
know her.
I'm not. I'm not
She could
paying
get my money.
170 for that, man.
It's like you beat
She
up
could
the
get my
Falcon
money.
one time and you.
She could get it.
All you do is get Giant in the movies, man. I'm not paying mad bread for that.
I will go pay
Right.
that much money if Paul Rudd acknowledges the running joke that Ant-Man will crawl up inside Thanos, expand, and explode him from the inside out. Then I will go pay that much
No,
money.
you forgot a step.
Hot-
He has to be in
Yeah.
hot sauce.
He's a hot,
It's
he's
a
a,
hot sauce. Crawl in that booty, expand, blow Thanos up. Then I will go to pay $170 for a photo with him. Only time.
You know who's also up there? Billy Yost was up there, and so was Amy Jo Johnson.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
that was the original Bay.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I missed the panel to see Amy Jo Johnson, but I did see her walking out, and I heard she wasn't charged. She was only charging like $20.
That was the original Bay, bro. I would have paid that 20 for her.
Hey, Billy Yost was
Yep.
mad cool though, bro. Like,
Really?
yeah, he was very cool.
Dope.
That's
I love when you hear people are actually really nice in real life because you always got that worry like they're kind of like either creepy or kind of just like dicks, and it's like,
Like-
no.
I want to
You
meet
know
Will
somebody
Ferrell,
who
but I
I
bet Will Ferrell's a dick.
is,
You know what though? It's probably 50-50 with him. You can never. I can't really tell.
Like, I think Will Ferrell, like, I want to meet him, but I think he is a straight up asshole.
I heard Will Ferrell
Probably
was
like-
a complete douchebag.
Probably like meeting Bill Murray. You got a 50-50 shot.
I'm trying to meet that girl. What's her name in Canada? The floor hugger.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to meet her. See, she charged
She's okay.
$75 for pictures.
I mean,
Did you guys see that the what people are like? I think almost petitioning for the ending of Endgame to be.
What?
They have like Deadpool run out in the battlefield. He goes, "Oh my god, I am so sorry. This merger took forever." Shit, am I late?
I would love
That
it.
would be so dope. That's the greatest after credit scene ever, though. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna do
Tell me
something
what-
big with that credit scene.
what else was out there in Chicago?
It was a lot of dope
Chicago.
panels. It was a lot of dope panels. The Batman 80th anniversary panel was really fun.
Did they have like a metal detector at the
of course, they got
entrance? Oh, of
they got
course.
pretty big security. Like even Persona was like, yeah, they have better security than New York Comic Con because they have like much more structured and organized there. Like they're patting you down.
That's crazy. It's like something that's just like positivity and like for the hobby that we all share. It's just people always gotta
Even
ruin it.
here, we got
I-
pat downs for our
Mhm.
Comic Cons.
I sadly kept going off because I kept forgetting I had the Switch controller in my bag, and I had like a bunch of pins on my vest too.
Oh my god. Demi just
Yeah.
there to disrupt
saw
the
you.
system.
Picture, look at damn Eagle Scout with them all them pins.
Bro, in one picture, I thought you had overalls on.
Oh, you
Man,
talking?
look,
Like a lot of people
Demi
can tell me.
wear
I'm like,
that Man, I swear to God, he looks like a Sunset Overdrive character.
I'm like, so he out in public with these overalls. Like, that's what's hot in Chicago.
You look like a infamous second son for a hot second. I was like, what's Demi doing?
Yeah.
I sadly did not get the cosplay because I actually had a cosplay ready.
Man,
but the gear.
You look
came
like
late.
you about to get set up by Cardi B, bro. Like you look vulnerable.
Whoa!
You look vulnerable.
Listen, I have Roadhog cosplay.
Dang, son.
I have
She about
Roadhog
to take you
ready
to a
be
hotel
cosplay,
room.
bro.
it's crazy.
What were you gonna be a cosplay? Or are you gonna save it and do it next show?
I had Roadhog ready to be
Ooh.
cosplayed.
That was dope.
Okay.
The gear came late,
Of
so
course.
I say between this E2 and next E2, I want to do General Rom from Gears of War,
Dope.
Mm.
and I'm
Nice.
trying to see like to get the armor because the armor is like the most expensive part.
Yeah. I think
Bro, you
I
so
can put
extra.
you in
I'm gonna get me a
contact with some
Snorlax
people.
onesie and walk smooth up in there. Like I'm here.
Man,
I feel like if I
and the
I
way
feel
your
like if you
eyes be looking,
cosplay-
they'll believe you.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Oh my
I feel like
God.
if you cosplay, bro, like you have to go like hard when you do it.
Who
'Cause you
is
gotta sell
y'all
it.
No,
like?
no, Fame would be easy with it. He just walking in. Yeah, I'm Snorlax. So,
Yeah, and I would
Yeah,
sit
so-
down and sleep right there in the middle of the floor.
You get yourself so
Man.
heated and then you fall asleep, man.
Yep. I'm
Who would y'all
Snorlax is
like
here.
to cosplay as? Like, who would be your cosplay? Either your first, if you haven't cosplayed before, or like who do you want to cosplay next?
I couldn't fit in a Master Chief outfit. I ain't gonna lie. I look
They
like
make all
Master
sizes.
Chief, like stunt double or something.
It's
They
a
make all
Master
You know
Chief
what?
or
sizes.
I
Master
thought
Shake?
about that a lot. I don't know. It would be. I think I would go for like the Cloud Ninja from Naruto. Cloud,
Are you talking about the
Okay.
Rui and Killer Bee?
yeah.
Oh, that would be sick, bro. Because you don't see too
That'd be
many of
dope.
them.
You don't.
I want to be Meat Wad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh,
My God, yes.
man, me why get the
Unless-
money? See?
Unless you can't, you have to leave a trail wherever you walk. That's all.
Yeah.
Riding in my car, living like a star.
I say
Oh,
for
God.
me, between Reinhardt or Roadhog is one, General Rom is second, and honestly, I would love to do Birdie from Street Fighter 5.
Oh, Birdie would be so cool.
You don't want to be Cammy, bro?
Nah, bro.
I think he would look good in that.
He's-
that
he's-
unitard
he's
I don't
trying to
think
poke.
anybody wants him to be Cammy, man. Oh Lord.
Be a whole lot of moose.
Bring
knuckle
them cheeks
everywhere.
out, damn it.
Nah, okay.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh,
Ask-
Oh, that's a visual in my
No
head
cheeks
now.
out
He
here, man.
said most knuckle and lamines.
Oh my god.
I think the one I really want to do is Fang from Final Fantasy 13 because, I mean, I like
Yeah.
that game. A lot of people hate it, but I love that game. And Fang is my favorite, accent and all. Korra would be my next because she's just, I think she's for me the best avatar. And then Farah, if I could only figure out how to make her Raptora
Justice
suit.
Race from you have to scream it like every time like somebody has
Oh,
to.
anytime I walk into a room, that's what I would scream, and then I'd be asked to leave politely.
Bro, one of the
Or-
best cosplays I seen up there, I seen a Arthur Morgan, a John Marston, and a Dutch.
Oh,
Oh,
And so many people were taking pictures with them. I'm so mad I didn't get a chance to actually get a picture.
I
when you
a
rolling
really
with the
good Arthur.
squad.
Man.
If I
And
could
I
do
know
group
I just
cosplay,
know
that'd
they
be
had a
awesome.
plan.
They had the plan. They had the suits. They looked exactly like them. I'm like, I need a picture. And
Yeah,
I surprisingly didn't see any Mr. X's or like I seen one Leon and no Claire's.
because it's 20 years old. Nobody wants to see it anymore.
It's popular though. Like I'm surprised they didn't have like I seen a hunk, but I didn't see like the main guys.
Wow.
There's always
so-
a hunk
did you
somewhere.
see- Yeah. Did you see any Jills? Because there's always a Jill
I've seen
somewhere.
the Jill and I've seen the Wesker, I've seen the Chris. It like the
Did
popular
you see
Resident Evil
100
characters.
divas walking around? Because every time I go
Of
somewhere,
course,
divas
Divas and
everywhere,
Maze.
bro. Like, oh my
Divas,
god, y'all
so
Maze,
many
and
are annoying.
Breeze. One of the
'Cause it's so
homies
easy.
went a
If you don't
soldier.
get your flat booty up out the...
one of the homies went a soldier and he looked fire in the suit. So I was like, yo, that's dope.
Hey, yo,
I
really
just
quick
wish.
shot. My bad. Shout out to the chat. My man Tiger said that y'all see the Streets of Rage 4 trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Day one.
And boy, am I excited.
Yeah.
Day one.
One of
Blaze.
the
The
best-
last time Streets of Rage came out was in '94. I was 1.
Blaze was my girl, bro. Like
Sheesh.
back on the Sega Genesis, that's the only character I played with was Blaze, bro. So the fact that she's a playable character from the jump, she's not like a DLC character, that made me happy, bro. Blaze is the truth.
I mean, I'm not super hot on the art style, but I think it will grow on me eventually. I would have loved a more, I don't know, it just looks a little too cartoony, but I'm down for the game itself.
And what was the black dude name? Why he ain't one of the stars?
Because he might be the villain of this game.
Oh
yeah.
Did y'all notice that the music was like a remix of the old Streets of Rage?
Yep.
Yeah.
The original Streets of Rage had the best music in my opinion.
That opening music, they need to give us an option in this game to play the original opening music for Streets of Rage, because that's some of the best music in gaming ever. So good.
And so this is the trailer I missed because of some reason or another. I don't know, and I'm watching it as we speak.
Because it's one of those ones that like snuck in.
Chill, man. I'm coming through when it's come out.
Yo, I've been watching a lot of like SGDQ speed games done quick, and I cannot wait to see that game speed run. That is gonna be like old arcade games. Speed run is so entertaining to watch.
The art style throws me off now.
It was Adam. That's what Adam and his younger brother Skate.
Yeah, the Skate might be the actual antagonist of this game.
They need to keep the horrible names throughout, though. Like just the cheesy '90s names, please.
Hey, I will say they put on some weight. Them boys.
They put on some weight.
Yeah.
They got the belly and the beard.
Yeah, Battletoads will have a similar 2D, 2.5D style, but I don't know. There's something I don't really like about the Streets of Rage. Eventually,
it is a little bit off. I agree with you, Hugger, but my nostalgia won't let me not buy it.
Yeah, like I'm an illustrator, so as an illustrator, you kind of I try not to critique other people's arts, but sometimes it's like when you're going to be paying full price or like stuff like that, I want to see a little bit more detail. More attention, maybe a little bit more. If they have a mode where you can play in the old style, would love it. Like, love it. I'm still gonna buy it day one, but yeah, it's just something that felt a little off for me. Fall of Mac or Mac of All says we need a Golden Axe remake. Yes, we do. Immediately.
Oh, unrelated. Did you guys see that? CD Projekt Red tweeted out that this E3 was going to be one of the biggest moments for them, or something like that.
Yeah, I retweeted
basically
that.
Something along the lines of like how important that this E3 was to them. So I'm almost positive that we're going to get this long gameplay reveal and a release date, because they did say that Cyberpunk was the game that they've always wanted to make. So it would make sense that this would be the game.
They don't like, what is Project CD Red known for? Everything Witcher. They haven't done anything that's not Witcher in over 10 years. And if they have done, like, it's very small, like Gwent, Witcher card game, Witcher DLCs.
They're gonna be on.
I played some Gwent.
They're gonna be on Sony stage at E3, right?
No, look at them. I see shit. I see shit. Actually, I was like, no, they're gonna be. Oh, wait a minute. I see shit.
Oh, dang, you're a little spicy today.
So this will be their first trial of something not Witchers. So we all know it's gonna succeed, but they're probably still nervous. Like, oh, this is the first time we haven't done anything Witcher.
The game could be terrible, but the hype alone around it will definitely bring them over. And I like their attitude of like, when is the game done? Like when it's ready.
Yeah, I like that.
They don't have like publisher breathing down their neck on when to make the game. So I'm really excited.
Several games that could have used that.
Game has been one of the worst. I think we are in like another golden age of gaming right now. Like there's so many good games to talk about.
Yep. I agree. We're like
While
Mortal
we talking
Kombat
about
11.
CD
We got so
Projekt
much
Red,
good stuff coming out.
while we talking about CD Projekt Red, have y'all heard the whole Lady Gaga thing with CD Projekt Red about her
Oh,
maybe
she was gonna
possibly
be in
being in the game?
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be weird if she wasn't though, because it's Lady Gaga. She's a freak.
Right? That's what I was about to say. Like, and Harrison Ford, you need Harrison Ford in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yo,
to my
I
man
am
Tiger
waiting.
Facts, man. We got to get Mama Cedar back onto the show at least one time, man.
Absolutely.
I'm
Throwback.
waiting for when we're playing Project CD Red, or when we're playing Cyberpunk, and because if you listen to the story in The Witcher, they reference Ciri, that Ciri traveled to all these universes. I'm waiting for us to see Ciri in Cyberpunk.
She talks about that.
Apparently, yeah, she's been there.
Yeah.
Like the flying cars and so on, but they did.
She
actually
references
say,
a futuristic city, so
Yeah.
you definitely know she's been in Cyberpunk.
They
So, like,
said
I want her
early
there.
on though that she wouldn't be in it. I don't know. Hopefully they just
They're
they were
throwing
really
you off.
against
Yeah, they
the
also
idea
said they
of
wouldn't
having
bring
her.
anything to E3 last year, and they just dropped us.
They also said they wouldn't partner with Bandai
Even if
Namco
she
for
doesn't
anything
show
either.
up, I can see them making a reference to her.
I gotta.
Like, oh, did you see that lady? Oh, yeah, the one with the weird eyes and the sword on her back. You're right. Yeah, she went that
Yeah.
way. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
I mean, they spent.
I mean, they have.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a
how
quest
long-
with her. There's going to be a quest for her, some kind of way.
Like, there's got to be something with her.
That would be.
They
dope.
haven't
should.
released the voice credits yet for the game, because usually you can tell who's going to be in the game once they release the voice credits. So I'm like, I can't wait for that because if Ciri's voice actor is in there, I'm gonna be like, I know they're like BioWare, they reuse a lot of people, but it's like, okay, I know why she's in there. She's gonna play Ciri. She's not gonna be like an additional voice or a new character. She's gonna play Ciri. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be dope.
But Lady Gaga, it would be strange for her not to be in a Cyberpunk game because she's a freak and I love her.
We all love freaks.
We all freaks here. Meek a freak,
She
Dallas
gonna
a freak, Demi a
She's got,
freak.
like a PC to like a quest line. She would be like
I'm not a
standing in
freak.
like a meet.
You a freak. Yeah. Lady Gaga, I just want to see her in a game. That'd be awesome. Done right.
Standing in the corner in like a meat gown or something, just standing there.
And you drive by, you're
Yeah,
like,
the
what
final
the,
boss.
is that Lady Gaga?
With blood. That's gotta be
Oh.
Lady Gaga. Is that her? Yep.
I love that. And this is something I wish a lot more musicians would do, especially musicians that just stick to music. It's like, branch out. Like, it's not going to kill you. And if it fails, it fails. Mariah Carey failed with Glitter, but she's still one of the biggest names, or was one of the biggest names out there. Like, branch out. It's not going to kill you, baby.
Yeah, definitely branching the game, and I mean, look what happened to 50 Cent.
Oh, those games were good, yo.
Hey, Bulletproof was fire.
That game was
Man,
good.
Man,
Blood in the Sand was a little bad, but Bulletproof was some heat.
I'll never see another game with rappers in it that's gonna be better than Fight for New York.
Facts.
Yep.
Never.
Yep. And we just don't got people taking chances like that anymore. I'm like, why? You got people playing the games, but not being in them. Like, if Snoop made a game right now, I'd be like, yeah, I gotta get that. I don't care what it is. It's Snoop Dogg. I don't care. Let me play it. I would have taken that over Shaq Fu.
Oof.
Well, technically, if you think about it, that's kind of a rapper going into video games.
Does Shaq
You know
do
what was the
anything?
other
That game
commercial?
a sequel, man. That game a sequel. Like
Listen, I have
Niggas-
that sitting. I
I
have that
thought
sitting in the
a
back.
Sneak King would get a sequel before Shaq Fu did.
Hey, Sneak King was some fire though. Like
Stop. Stop.
Sneak King was some
that
heat,
movie-
man. Stop, man. Them Burger King games was hot, man. I
Man,
really
it
like
look-
them Burger King games.
On your profile, and I see any achievements for Sneak King. It's on site. It's on
I
site.
played the hell out of some Sneak King back in the day, man. The
Yo.
Burger King Mario Kart ripoff, bro. Oh my goodness.
That was
bro.
fun. Oh, speaking of any kart games, when is the Banjo game coming out? No, which game am I thinking of?
Banjo.
The,
Oh,
I
you
think
think
it's
you
Crash, right? Crash Team
I'm
Racing.
gonna say
Crash
Microsoft
Kart.
ain't doing nothing with that. What you mean?
Sorry, I was watching a Banjo video earlier, and that's all in my brain.
Microsoft ain't doing no Banjo. What?
If anything, they're gonna let Nintendo make a Banjo game and it'll be exclusive to the Switch.
Of course. Microsoft don't want us to buy no games.
Hey, let it out, fame.
Hey, you
let
laugh.
the pain out.
You gonna come back to this episode when you find out Rare's working on a new game and turn out it's gonna be Banjo
Man,
exclusive for the
Battletoads
Switch.
about to be exclusive to the Switch, dog. Watch.
No, please no.
Watch.
I'll be right back.
Watch.
He come right back. You gonna come back and the show gonna be over.
Watch.
He going to yell at Reggie.
You about the Battletoads exclusively for the Switch, and then you gonna be like, "Oh my god!" And that's the day Fame has an ulcer.
Nah, bro. I got a Switch.
I can dig it though, because I'm picking up that Ultimate Alliance as long as it's not whack.
Hey, bro, listen. For a game like Ultimate Alliance to be on the Switch, it has to run really good.
It's gonna be good, but
there's a lot happening on the screen that just I'm gonna cry, like literally.
Man.
Tiger King says May and June we get Sonic Racing and Crash Team Racing.
Bro, who asked for that Sonic game, bro?
Sonic the Hedgehog does not need a damn car.
Bro, why am I
Sonic
not running?
It defeats the purpose of playing with Sonic if he's not running.
Yeah. Let's stop and put him in a cart that's slower than him.
Bro, a lot of people apparently love that racing game too, and I've never played it, but I never understood like
you know a racing game I want to come back? Diddy Kong Racing. That junk was fire.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
No.
They might as well combine Diddy Kong into Mario Kart Racing or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Y'all, if you do donuts in a car, if you're in a go-kart, are they donut holes?
Shut up. Shut the hell up.
Last time we let you host these granddad jokes.
I thought I had terrible dad jokes. My God.
Dallas that one uncle at the party to make everybody uncomfortable with his jokes.
That was like finding a hair in your food. Like, come on, man.
Dallas holding a couple crowns telling jokes right now, man.
Don't do me like that. Finding hair in my food. My food good as hell. Don't play.
That's what that
you
joke.
be the person when we come back. Like, is everything okay? Oh yeah, it's just fine. Here, extra tip.
I love you, but boy, some days.
All right, so who's hosting next week?
Who is the girls?
Do 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 do
Fame.
do
Cat.
do.
Out of
I think we the Fame. I think we
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I miss Fame.
Huh? No, y'all don't miss me.
Especially after today.
No,
Especially after today.
I think I think it's time for Demi to host. If you ask me.
On
Nah,
the,
I'm gonna be too quiet. I'm at work.
We'll
facts.
be on our 2XP Twitter. We'll put a poll up, and you guys can decide there. You can vote for somebody.
There you go.
And with the 4 voters that we get, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be
Of course.
me.
Oh,
Hey, listen. I feel like me can be like.
Well,
all over
me
the place.
gotta stop playing video games while we doing this.
Y'all
We get in the
remember
background just tapping buttons.
Chilling.
what was that? Malibu's Most Wanted. It's like, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm still a straight figure. 2XP #1. Hardcore. We all like, oh, podcast is done.
Chilling.
I'm being
Static and
rapped
open
from the
podcast.
So y'all
don't be.
is watching this now, later, we'll put a poll up and vote Meek, and we can
Just vote.
decide whoever
Oh my
wins.
God, y'all chill.
Yo,
Hey, man,
vote.
we gotta keep the rotation going, bro. It's just your turn, bro.
Yeah.
That's why. I'll go with that one.
This is what we gonna do. We gonna hold a
pass it to you,
2XP.
take it or get out the rotation.
We gonna hold a 2XP not on a Wednesday, on a day that we know Demi is off, and so Demi can host. He won't have no excuse to host from home.
Wow,
I'm down with
that's
that one.
crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody
Demi
gonna
got
get their
the
chance,
voice,
bro.
Merry Christmas.
That's
You hear
crazy.
how white Demi went on us? That's crazy.
That's crazy. Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Oh my
First of
God.
all,
Y'all ever notice
as
when
a
somebody tries to purposely talk like a
like
white man, they sound like a gay man instead?
I'm gonna tell you right now, low key, saying somebody talking white is racist. Y'all
It
are
is.
racist. Because
Y'all-
somebody said, "Oh, they talking black on 2XP." Y'all be mad in the mud.
Wow, that's
Hey,
crazy,
they talking black?
guys.
I mean, hey,
That's
say
fine
what you
as long as
say.
they're saying
That's-
they're talking like blacks.
As long as they
Right.
say blacks.
Just don't add the S.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Now, if I said they
Wow.
talking like some tidy whitey white people up in here,
Wow,
That's
racist.
that's crazy. That's
but
crazy.
anyway, yeah, go to our Twitter and we'll put up a poll and you guys can decide who's gonna
Yeah,
host
man,
next.
just get Granddad Fame back on him, man. You know he messes.
Facts.
Hey.
I support that one.
I'm gonna come back up
Anyway.
eventually. But these
Thumbs
last
up.
two
You can-
shows was lit. Hugger did a thing. Dallas did his thing. We already talking
It's
like
gotta be
like
fair,
Dallas
y'all.
with the outros already. Like we doing an after show now. That's what
Oh
it
no,
sounds like.
no, you may as well give me my props now because I'm sure I'm gonna mess that up.
Nah, bro, do your outros, bro.
Guys,
You
do the
got
outros,
this.
man.
You got this. Do your outros, bro.
Man, it's not really much to say. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all own. So I'm gonna go down the line. Y'all tell everybody what you got, what you saying, and what you doing, and all that good stuff. We're gonna start with the OG Fame.
Yo, make sure you guys follow the whole panel. Look on the screen. Everyone's there. We're gonna be kind of sporadic here over the next week, 2 weeks or so, as I get ready to move to my new place. But the format will be slightly changing one more time as we'll be going in these top cams. These pictures gonna be gone, and we go on cam. But that'll be going after I move to my new place. The format will change, and I think we're gonna go weekly here fairly soon, which I'm actually really excited for. So make sure you guys follow everybody on my panel. Look on the screen. Follow everybody on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all that good stuff and above. And yeah, buddy.
Yeah, we gotta talk after this. Floor Hugger, what's up?
Hey guys, it was a great show. Make sure you follow everybody on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I also got a affiliate code, so it's on my Twitter if you want to go see that. I'm glad Dallas did a great show. I'm glad last time I had a great panel behind me to do my show, and I couldn't have asked for a better team behind me. And I'm excited to go weekly, and I'm excited to see what the chat is always fire, what you guys talk with us about next time.
Yeah, man. And Black Man Meat.
Black man meat. Okay.
What's happening?
Oh my
I
god.
thought he said black man
Before-
meat. I'm gonna say,
Mike,
bruh.
Whoa.
Black man meat. I'm like, okay.
Yay. Hey, yo. What you into over there, man?
Whoa.
That's what I thought he said, bro.
Hold on. Oh,
I feel extremely comfortable on South Shore now.
okay. We gonna talk.
As always, it's good chopping it up with this group, man. I love hanging out with these guys every other week, and I wouldn't mind honestly doing it every week.
Yeah, buddy.
It's always good to see the chat dropping by, just showing us some love, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, man. And Demi God.
Yo, what's going on, people? Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Demi God Reviews. Check out the YouTube channel, Demi God Reviews. Movie reviews are now a substance part of my channel now. I decided to make that a part of it. You know, I got game reviews coming out soon, Devil May Cry, and some games I need to catch up on, like Crackdown and Far Cry and New Dawn. Follow me on Twitch. I stream there every day if I can. Pretty much anything random out of the blue, whatever, big game, AAA, indie, whatever. Come on through, check out the content. And I'm a pretty cool guy. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, man. It kind of sucks we wasn't able to get Crunk Girl in here, but I see you in the chat. What's up, man? See you next time off of here. I'm Dallas. All my stuff is the same thing. Check out the screen, DALLAZ, man. And if Fame is real, then he put a link to my YouTube.
It's in there, fam.
Yeah,
It's in
already.
there.
And this has been the Double XP podcast, and you have now leveled up to 72. Peace.